Yeah, about smash hit. I don't think I've ever had one. But I was in a conversation, we were talking about one-hit wonders, and everybody was like, what's your favorite one-hit wonder? And I think Brandy comes to mind. You know, it's a one-hit wonder if you either hear it all the time, or you don't know the band's name, or you know the band's name just because of that one song. You know, for Brandy, it's Looking Glass. I didn't even know what that looked like. So I was, that's where I thought in the video it would be fun to put what they all look like. These one-hit wonders, they're in our brains, wired to how we feel, but we don't even know who sang them. So, yeah, I was in a conversation talking about one-hit wonders, and I thought, has there ever been a song about one-hit wonders? That would be kind of fun to put together, because how can you pick your favorite one-hit wonder? What really surprised me were how many of the songs that we think of so iconically are all one-hit wonders. It's just, wow, this is the playing list. So if you get one hit, you pretty much did it. So can you have just a bunch of duds and then one hit, and that's what sets you apart? Or do you have a bunch of songs that are just a little below one-hit wonders, but never kind of achieve that triumph? What's better? I'm not sure. I think some one-hit wonders, it's a little bit of a misnomer. It's like, oh, they only made one song that was good. But then when you go back and listen to their albums, you're like, oh, that's not a bad album. Or, oh, I can hear elements of their one hit in all their other songs. And it's just that one song brought it all together. I remember there was a Billy Joel channel. I don't know if they still have it on XM radio. And, he has so many hits. Probably has an album or two worth of hits that are just played on the radio. Definitely a solid album worth, if not the better part of one side. And they're really good songs. And I remember listening, and I think he had some really good albums too. And listening to the channel, and many of the songs that weren't really hits kind of had flavors of his other songs that were hits. So how those, I thought that was interesting. And yeah, so I put this song together. It's I think sometimes a hit can propel you to stardom in ways that are good and bad, and maybe kind of forever transform who and what you were. It's always hard to come up with that hit after the hit. I think many try. I remember there's No Doubt, they had a Tragic Kingdom. Is that it? Tragic Kingdom? And it was their big song, and it probably still is. You might even say they were a one-hit wonder, but they performed, and they toured, and they had a bunch of other songs. But I think a lot of bands are like that, No Doubt, they had a bunch of songs, but then as time erodes away, all the songs that aren't, worthy of being put in the canon, you're like, oh yeah, No Doubt, that's their one song. In fact, people might think that's their one song, even though in the moment. I remember in middle school, they came out with the top 100 songs, and at this time, this Van Halen song, Jump, came out, and it was number 10. And I had a friend saying, or I can't remember, we ranked number 8, and he's or 12 or something. He's like, can you believe that? He was a big Van Halen fan. It's already ranking that high. It's just going to rank so much higher as the years go on, And I was like, oh, I wasn't sure if that was correct. So sure enough, Layla and whatever the classic rock and roll songs are, Day in a Life, I think, and Stairway to Heaven, they kind of rotate the top three. But Jump, I don't even think's on the list. It's a good song. So one-hit wonders. Bobby Angel doesn't have any one-hit wonders. Or maybe he will. Maybe there's a song in there that'll yet take off. And what is a one-hit wonder? Anyhow, I don't think you can have a sleeper one-hit wonder. Like, oh yeah, that song was a one-hit wonder. And you dig it up in the archives, and people have to listen to it, and it becomes part of their lives and some bigger meaning. So I don't think you can go back and say, oh my God, that was a one-hit wonder. One-hit wonders take on a life of themselves, and they're almost viral. They're like memes. They spread faster than a pandemic. Before you know it, they're just out there. So, well, there you have it, one-hit wonders, and hope you enjoyed Smash Hit, and talk to you soon.